It was his first day as a teacher. A fresh start, a dream finally coming true. But before the first roll call even ended, laughter erupted from the back of the classroom. The sound of tearing fabric cut through the noise. The new teacher stood frozen, his shirt ripped open by cruel hands. Every eye was on him, some amused, some shocked, while the bullies smirked, proud of their little show. But what happened just minutes later left everyone speechless, and those same bullies on their knees, begging for forgiveness. Mr. Arun Sharma had dreamed of being a teacher since he was a boy. Growing up in a small town, education had been his escape from poverty and pain. His father was a laborer, his mother a homemaker, who often skipped meals so Arun could study. He had promised her that one day, he'd stand at the front of a classroom, inspiring students the way his favorite teacher once inspired him. And finally, that day had come. He walked into the gates of City High School, holding a few notebooks and a nervous smile. It was his first job after years of training and sacrifice. The morning sun glowed on the school walls, but inside Arun's heart, storm clouds brewed. He'd heard stories that this school had a problem class, notorious for making teachers quit, but he believed kindness could change anyone. When he entered Class 10B, 30 pairs of eyes turned to him. Some looked curious, others bored, and in the back sat 3 boys, Rohan, Samir, and Dev, the so-called kings of the classroom. They whispered, smirked, and gave each other looks that promised trouble. "Good morning, class." Arun began softly. A few students responded politely. Most didn't. He wrote his name on the board. "My name is Mr. Arun Sharma. I'll be your new English teacher." Before he could finish his sentence, a paper ball hit the board beside him. Laughter followed. His heart raced, but he stayed calm. "It's okay," he told himself silently. "They're just testing me." He turned around, smiling gently. "All right, let's start with attendance." As he called each name, the boys in the back kept whispering, mocking his soft voice, laughing at his plain clothes. He ignored it, determined to show patience. But when he called Rohan Mehta, the tall boy stood up, smirking. "Yes, sir," he said, mocking the word. Then, in a split second, he reached forward and yanked the teacher's collar. The sound of fabric tearing filled the room. Gasps, laughter, shock. Arun froze. His white shirt was ripped across the shoulder. His dignity felt torn with it. For a moment, he couldn't breathe. Memories of his struggling mother flashed in his mind. Her proud smile when he got the job, the words she'd said. "Remember, son, no matter what happens, never lose your kindness." So he didn't shout. He didn't threaten. He simply buttoned what was left of his shirt, straightened his back, and said softly, "Rohan, come with me." The laughter stopped. The boy hesitated. "Why, you gonna complain?" he sneered. But Arun's calm tone made even the loudest whispers die down. "Just come," he repeated. Without another word, he walked out of the classroom. Curiosity got the better of Rohan, and he followed. The class buzzed, wondering what would happen next. In the staff corridor, instead of marching him to the principal's office, Arun led Rohan to the school's garden. He pointed to a group of workers planting saplings under the hot sun. "Do you see them?" he asked quietly. Rohan frowned. "Yeah, so what? One of them is my father," Arun said softly. "He's been working here for 20 years. When I was your age, he used to tell me, study hard so you don't end up carrying bricks like me, and I did. But today, his son, a teacher, had his shirt torn in front of a class. Tell me, Rohan, how do I face him now?" The boy blinked. His smirk vanished. He looked at the old man in the garden, tired, sweating, smiling faintly as he worked. Something inside Rohan twisted. I didn't know," he muttered. Arun nodded. "I know you didn't. That's why I'm not angry. But I hope you understand. When you hurt someone, you carry that stain longer than they do." Rohan's throat tightened. He looked down, ashamed. Back in the classroom, Arun returned quietly and continued teaching as if nothing had happened. But the bullies couldn't focus. The laughter had died. Their leader, Rohan, looked shaken. After class, Rohan asked to speak. Standing in front of everyone, he swallowed hard and said, "Sir, I'm sorry for what I did." The room went silent. Even Samir and Dev looked confused. Arun gave a small nod. "Apology accepted," he said, smiling gently. "But next time, use your strength to protect someone, not to hurt them." From that day, things changed. Slowly, but surely. The bullies who once mocked the teacher began to listen. Arun's kindness began to spread through the class like light through a dusty window. He never raised his voice, but his patience commanded respect. He told them stories, listened to their problems, helped them after school. When final exams came 10B, the class no teacher wanted, topped the entire grade. Even Rohan, once a troublemaker, scored one of the highest marks. On the last day of school, the students threw a small farewell party for Mr. Arun. They collected money to buy him a new white shirt, just like the one they tore that first day. When Arun opened the gift, tears welled in his eyes. "This," he said softly, "is more than just a shirt, it's proof that kindness can change hearts." Rohan stepped forward, trembling slightly. "Sir, you changed mine." Arun smiled. "No, Rohan, you chose to change. I just showed you it was possible. That's the power of compassion. In a world full of anger, sometimes the quietest strength is forgiveness." Mr. Arun didn't just teach English. He taught humanity. And those students would never forget the day a torn shirt became a lesson that changed their lives. If this story touched your heart, leave a comment below. What would you have done if you were Mr. Arun? Would you have forgiven Rohan, or walked away? Share your thoughts, and remember, every small act of kindness has the power to change someone's world. Subscribe to Be Kind Always for more true, emotional, and inspiring stories that remind us what really matters. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, because kindness grows when we spread it.